But today, if you see this shows that this particular OpenAI ChatGPT is trained till yesterday. Okay, it does not know what is the current stock price of Nvidia today, right? So, but it will not say that. It is saying what it is trained. So if I ask ChatGPT, are you sure? Is this the? You don't have to always type capital letter. Okay, is this the current stock price of Nvidia? If I ask a follow-up question, then it will say that, oh, okay, I'm sorry, this is not the current stock price or whatever, right? So here is the most current stock price, right? So it is on August 1st, but today we are on August 2nd. So this number is actually not correct, but it is almost true. See, approximately as per the status of, as per the previous data, it is predicting that August 2nd, the stock price will be like this. So if I go to Google and if I ask, what is the current stock price of Nvidia, it might give you the today's price, because it goes and checks the website and it takes the current data. And even ChatGPT also has an option to search and get the latest data from the website. So here it says $173. So it is almost correct. But there was a time when ChatGPT was trained till 2018. So that time when I asked who's the country which is holding the FIFA, it doesn't know, because that time it was 2022 and Qatar was hosting the FIFA World Cup, but it was not trained on that data, so it doesn't know. Okay, so hallucination is this and all. Why I'm saying is, when you're a ChatGPT user, you should know these limitations also, right? Then only you will be able, because sometimes what happens is people use ChatGPT to generate email, and the problem is it doesn't. The people, they will just copy paste the email from the ChatGPT and send it to their management, right? And it might be a wrong email, it might be of a wrong content, right? So this will create problems. So always, whatever response you get from ChatGPT, you need to do that double check from your side. Okay, so understand the limitations, verify the information, maintain human oversight, and develop critical AI literacy. So these are the things which you need to be aware of. Okay. So now, so what we understood is, all the LLM models which are available right now, they're all dependent on the training data. They don't understand words. Sometimes people get so much overwhelmed and carried with this ChatGPT. They think that as their friend. Whatever AI tool available right now, they are all not humans. They are just mathematical formulas, right? So don't treat them as your friend, and don't try to thank them too much, and those kind of things doesn't work. Okay, it does not have a conscious thought. It just predict the next word, and most importantly, it does not have a wisdom. So now let us see some important, powerful prompt engineering technique which will help you to prompt ChatGPT. Prompting is nothing but how you interact with the ChatGPT, how you ask questions, right? So ChatGPT is all about asking questions. So you can ask ChatGPT. Some questions like, tell me the career opportunities in data science, right? So this is something which is relevant to us. So you ask, what are the career opportunities? Now, what I should start? So it says data analyst, right? So how to become a data analyst? So this is just like you are asking your mentor or a trainer. You can ask all those questions to ChatGPT, right? So how to become a data analyst, right? So it will tell you how to become a data analyst. To become a data analyst, you need a blend of technical skills, analytical skills, thinking, communication abilities. Now, step by step steps to become a data analyst. Now, what you can say is, consider yourself as a trainer, and consider yourself as a trainer and teach me data analyst basics, for example, right? Analytics basics. So it is telling introduction to data analytics. What is data analytics? It is acting, this is called role play, right? So now you are asking the ChatGPT to be a trainer, and you are asking ChatGPT to train you, right? I am asking, make me a data analytics, teach me data analytics. So it is starting with what is data analytics. Now, when you read this, if you don't understand, you can say, can you please in a simple word, explain in a simple word. So it will again rephrase it in a simple word. These kind of things you might not be able to ask your teachers because they might get angry, right? So you ask too many questions, they might get angry. But with ChatGPT, till you understand, you can prompt, and until you the point you understood, then you can stop, right? So here, in order to do the prompting, you need to have these basic prompting techniques. So the first and foremost is be direct. You are not talking to a human being. You don't have to have so much of introduction, so much of polite diplomatic statements or phrases. Be direct. Okay, remove all the fluff. Be direct. Front load with important information, and don't overwhelm it with so much of kindness and gratitude and all. It doesn't need it, right? You're actually confusing the prompt, right? So the more you are direct, the better response you will get. So remove fluff, be direct, start with loading more important informations. So here I'm giving you an example of a bad prompt and a good prompt. A bad prompt is something like, could you please help me maybe put together a kind of a summary of our quarter 4 result for our leadership team? So this is like something you will ask your colleague, right? You are very kind and generous, but ChatGPT will take all these words and it will get confused what you're asking. Instead of that, you can say to ChatGPT, summarize our Q4 result in 4 bullet point for a leadership update. So you are giving a very clear message what ChatGPT should do. It should summarize what it should summarize Q4 result, how it should summarize in 4 bullet point. For whom you are creating this? This is for your leadership team. So instead of giving all these unwanted phrases and words, better to be direct. Paint a clear picture, right? So always tell ChatGPT what you are expecting, to whom you are taking this message, what is the content, what is the context, right? Be specific and use sensory details. Like if you want to visualize, or if you want to create an email in a very professional tone for your management, or if you want to create an email for your friend in a friendly tone, or if you want to something like, I will show you something. If you see this, create an email, create an email to apply 2 days leave for my wedding. Okay, so ChatGPT is creating. Dear manager, I hope this message finds you well. I would like to request 2 days of leave on these days. So you can just copy paste it, right? And send it in your email. But now you see the magic. There is a person called Shashi Tharoor in India. He's a very linguistic person. He has a lot of good vocabulary. His English is really good. So I'm telling, rephrase this email, rephrase this email in Shashi. I mean, just it's a person. Okay, you can Google it. Tharoor style, right? This is actually a person. If you Google it, you can see this person is really good in English, or any person right? So this person, I'm saying ChatGPT to rephrase it in Shashi Tharoor style. See, first it was like very simple English, right? Now you change the tone, right? So that is how you can use. That is how efficiently you can use, right? So the same email, initially it created a very simple, straightforward email. Now you ask him to create a tougher, more better English, right? Now be descriptive. So bad prompt means just you say that make a presentation for my team. Good prompt is you're saying create a 5 slide deck to show how generative AI can improve client response times in our firm, right? So initially in the first prompt, you did not say how many slides you should have. You did not say to whom you are going to present. You did not tell the topic, nothing, right? So here you are being descriptive and you are giving all these things. So specify your audience who will consume this content, set the tone, whether it has to be formal, casual, humorous, or technical, and consider cultural context. Suppose if you are sending an email in your country for your for your government organization, use that cultural context, right? So different countries have their own different cultural context. Then always set the audience tone, right? Set the audience who you are going to create it and the tone. Like this, it will say in 2 lines. But if I say my good prompt, explain our AI adoption strategy in confidence for the department head, you see the difference in the response, right? See, first it was tell me about our AI plan. This is a bad prompt and response. Now I gave a good prompt. Simply you can come here, click on this copy, open notepad, paste it, and do some kind of a cleaning, and then you can send it. Okay. So that's a bad prompt and a good prompt. Now let's continue. And importantly, role ChatGPT, you're asking take the role of a teacher. You're asking ChatGPT to take the role of a mathematician, or you're asking ChatGPT to take the role of a doctor or engineer or architect. So you ask in the prompt, you say that consider yourself as a physicist, right? Then what expertise the AI should demonstrate, what you are expecting from them, and in which communication style you are expecting the response, and what is the viewpoint the AI should adopt. So you mention all these things when you keep all these things in your mind when you are creating the prompt, so that you will get a better response. So in bad prompt, the bad prompt will be what should I say to my staff. You are just prompting, what should I say to my staff? That's a very bad prompt. You are not telling what is the role, who you are addressing to, as what you are asking the ChatGPT to respond. So the good prompt is act like a CEO, address the staff during a company-wide meeting about integrating AI tools. So you are in a big senior management position. You are going to address your company team. So you can ask ChatGPT to create a speech for you, right? So you are saying that I'm going to have, I'm the keynote speaker of the event, create a speech for this, right? So you will get the keynote, and use limited words, don't use unwanted words. So instead of saying do not include, because do not negate, this kind of negative words sometimes ChatGPT will not understand. So make it positive. Instead of saying do not include, say include only this. Or if you are asking for ChatGPT to get you the list of software which are open source, so you, instead of saying do not include paid software, you can prompt include only paid software or include only open source software, right? So direct attention, stay focused, try to use the word exclude, don't like negative words, try to exclude. So give me some AI tool. That's a bad prompt. The good prompt is list only customer service AI tool that can be implemented within 30 days and cost under $500 a month. This is a very, very good prompt, right? You're telling ChatGPT exactly what is your requirement. What is your requirement? You want to list down the customer service AI tool. There are a lot of AI tools, right? So your requirement is to know the customer service AI tool that you should be able to implement that in 30 days, and the cost of that should be under $500 a month. So this kind of a clear prompt will you give the right response. In know what exactly negative phrasing. We already discussed this. Don't include any tools that require monthly subscription. So here you are saying ChatGPT and it will give you the response of camera.
Recording in
You can say
progress.
that create an email to my customer like a CCTV company, for example, any company of your choice. Like for example, let me take another example. Like you want to uh, get the attraction of the investor to invest in your training company, right? So you are sending an email to the investor to invest in your training company. So you are asking ChatGPT to create an introduction email for your company, and in the email you mention any other training company which is already existing, and you say that consider that as an example and create an email for me for my training company like this. So, for example, if you are creating a website for your training company, right? So, give me a template of the website of this particular company. Consider this particular template and then create a template for me, right? So, you are actually showing, you are giving an example, right, of how that website should look. You are giving a reference of some already existing website and you are asking ChatGPT to create a template for your website. So ChatGPT will have a clear understanding. Okay, this guy is a training academy company, and this is the website of his choice. So I should create a template of this website, right? And you can also this is an example. See, for example, create an ad for our marketing campaign. Instead of saying like that, include three examples of ads we like. Create an ad for our marketing campaign, and here is our website for your review. So you already added some websites, some advertisement you liked in the prompt. Okay. And then you're asking the ChatGPT create an ad for you. And you're also giving them the website for your review, for the ChatGPT review, right? So different aspect, right? You're giving an example of the advertisement you liked. You're giving your website and you're giving the purpose. What is the purpose of this ad? And then the ChatGPT will give you the better response. So you need to state your goal, you need to specify and most importantly the length, right? Sometimes you somebody will ask you to give you an introduction about yourself. Just a couple of minutes back I gave a prompt. See, one of I have a session next week, okay, and that particular master of ceremony asked me to give me an introduction of myself in 2 lines. So I asked ChatGPT, create an introduction of myself in 2 lines, right? So ChatGPT knows about me. I'm a regular user. So here, uh, me as Muhammad Ashraf, right? So I'm Muhammad Ashraf, a dedicated professional with expertise in data analytics and technology. I strive to deliver impactful session, so on and so forth. Now I'm saying, make it in 10 lines. So about me in 10 lines, right? So it will tell about Muhammad Ashraf in 10 lines. You see, it knows about me, so it is able to give you the this thing. Make an intro speech, whatever you want, right? So here the idea is you are setting the number of length of the word you are expecting the ChatGPT to respond, and you can also mention the the format, whether you want in table, in Apple phone and phone, right? So it will give me a difference in like this. So now what I will do is I did not I did not mention the format. So I will say mention create in table format. So now it will look better, right? So I just added this prompt. Now I got the difference in table format, right? So especially if you have multiple proposals, like, compare all these proposals and give me the review in a table format, you can say like that. Okay. So here the format is important, the length is important, the goal is important, and how that particular prompt will be a success, that also you need to mention. So again, a bad prompt is write about the need for ChatGPT in our business. You are not mentioning anything. Instead of that, write a persuasive email to convince your partner to pilot ChatGPT internally. The goal is to gain their approval to proceed with the initiative. You see the difference? If I give this as a prompt, it will give me something, but it is not what actually I need. So what I will do is write a persuasive email. It will make more sense, right? So it proposal to pilot jet enhance, so and so forth. Okay. So it is giving you a better email. Okay. Specify length, state the desired now you see, clarify your output length. See, tell me about CRM benefits, it will give me 2 paragraphs, but I want in 5 bullet points. So I'm saying list the 5 bullet points summarizing the key benefits of a CRM system for a construction company, right? Because CRM system can be used for medical, industrial, education, automobile, all of this, right? But you are interested to see the benefits of CRM system for a construction company. So if you give like this, it will make more sense. Then clarify the output length and then ask for formats. So here, instead of saying that, break this information of the payroll software out for me, instead of saying that, I will say create a table comparing 3 payroll software by price, support, and ease of use, right? So here, instead of saying just tell me the information of payroll software, I'm saying create a table, compare 3 software by price, support, and ease of use. So these are the different 10 techniques we have studied just now. One is avoid unnecessary word, be descriptive, set the tone, set the audience, use role play, use limiting words, avoid negative phrasing, share example outcome, clarify output length, and ask for format. Mind, so that your prompting will for a data analyst with 5 years of experience in Power BI. 5 years of experience in Power BI. You're telling all the stories, but don't tell too much, but tell the facts, but don't tell too much, but tell the facts, right? And the industry, the job is applying, the job is applying, okay, is for a hospital. Please help me to prepare for the interview with question and answers for data analyst role. Okay. So tell us about your experience as said. So it is giving you the answer. Question they will ask anytime, any format, I need to go. First, they will ask about your experience. You are saying, I have 5 years of experience as data analyst, during which I have extensively used Power BI to create interactive dashboards and reports that help stakeholders visualize key metrics and trends. In my previous role, I developed dashboard for hospital management. You see, I told, because if you don't say this, because this is the prompt, right? Because otherwise it will give you something which is not relevant for your interview. So in my previous, I developed for hospital management that tracked. See, now it is telling you what are the business scenario of an hospital industry. So what all things they need to track: patient admission, treatment outcome, resource utilization, enabling data-driven decisions that improve operation efficiency and patient. I'll double quotes and I'll paste it. So it's now you use this prompt. Okay. I'll put it in the chat. Prompt is ask whatever. So for example, you can say that create a prompt for me to evaluate the RFP for data engineering project proposals. You are asking ChatGPT to evaluate the submitted RFPs, compliance, scalability, project management. I will select this one. Requesting information. Second one is manager. Formal. Are there any specific points or details you want to include? No. Brief. See, I'm giving an answer for all this, right? Now it got the response. Now you see, they are requesting for information. So here I don't know anything. I just give this prompt. So it is a world class. Now this ChatGPT is acting as a world class prompt engineer, right? And it is giving me the question to create the prompt. I gave the question, it gave me the prompt, and it gave me the answer, right? So that is how it will be. Okay. So we discuss now. I have some couple of prompts. I can share this slide with you. So as a project managers, these are some interesting prompt you can use. And these are the real prompt example. For example, you can use this prompt in the ChatGPT. And again, there is one course I have uploaded. I think the previous batch when I gave, there was a course link. If anybody is interested, you can share this, take this. And these are the prompt which will help the site engineers or supervisors. These are the examples. These are the prompt for designers or architects. These are the prompt for store officers with examples. These are the prompt for HR with examples. And general use case for all employees. So I can share this slide with you. And I hope the session was useful.
Thank you so much, Mr. Astra, for this wonderful section. All right, I know a lot of people will have questions, but before we come up with our question, I would like to add some things before we come up with our question. So regarding the slide, I mean, we know a lot of people register for this section today, so we are going to work with the register email. So once you register with us, know fully well that we are going to share the slide with you. Okay, but if you are yet to register, you can still register so that we can have your details and share the slide with you. All right. So what I want to add, I mean, I myself, I learned a lot of things from this section. Thank you once again. Thank you once again. So one thing I learned is that ChatGPT is not your agent, your friend, or your secretary that you can interact with as if you are interacting with your colleagues. So you need to understand that you're actually working with a computer, and whatever prompt you are going to be giving it, you have to make sure that it's according to the algorithm. So if you don't put the right prompt, you are not going to get the right answer. You're going to get an answer, but it might not be as what you are expecting. So what I want to add is, I was listening to something on Facebook recently that they can actually use your ChatGPT history, all the prompts you have put on ChatGPT, they can actually use it in the court of law. So which means if anything happens to you or they need to defend anything about you, if they go to your prompts and see the history, they can actually know the type of person you are. So which means we have to be careful whatever we are giving out to this AI. We have to be careful. There are some details that are not needed that you don't need to give them. Because at the end, it's actually not, it's public, it's not private to you. Anybody can get the data, get information about you, and use it against you. So please let us be careful about that. So that is what I want to add. So the floor is open for questions now. So please, if you have questions, put up your hand and you are going to get an answer to it. Any question? And we also upload this video recording. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Once again, thank you. It was a very nice section. I've actually learned a lot, from the session. One of my question is, um, what prompt will I use to tell ChatGPT, right, to help me prepare for an interview based on the job description. So let's say I scream onto job description from maybe LinkedIn or somewhere, right? And I send it to ChatGPT. What prompt will I use for ChatGPT to give me the correct, answer, or the correct solution towards what I intend to achieve? That is for the interview. You understand what I mean?
Uh, yeah, so let me share my screen. Can you see my screen? Okay, let's do it right
Yes, I
now.
can.
Okay, so now let's take your question. What is, can you please repeat your question?
So my question is, what prompt will I give to ChatGPT for a job interview I'm preparing for, providing ChatGPT with the screenshot? So let's say I have the screenshot of the job description or the role requirements, right? And I send it to ChatGPT. What prompt will I give ChatGPT to give me the correct answers, like question and answers for a job interview?
Yeah, so what we'll do is we studied one technique, right? So I just put your question as it is. You can see my screen, right?
Yes, I can.
I'm saying act as a world class prompt engineer and tell me, this is the same word which you used. What prompt will I give to ChatGPT for a job interview for the job description? Actually, my quota is over for today. That's why I'm not able to upload.
Yeah, I understand.
You can click and upload the job description and you will get the prompt. Now take this one. Okay.
Can you
I
put this
have
in
a
the
job.
chat, please?
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. And just upload this along with this prompt. Upload your job description. Okay. So I have a job description. So here I did not upload the job description, right? So in your case, you
Yes,
need to upload and help me prepare for the interview by generating list of question relevant and suggest answers, blah blah blah. So and also it is also giving tips on how to best present my experience. So this is
yes.
how we should use. This is a very good way actually. It's a very good question.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for that beautiful answer. I also learned a new thing. I used to do that, but not this way. I used to use another way, but I think this way is better. Thank you for that. I think we have another question on the chat. I have okay. So how do we temporarily ask question and feed it data so that ChatGPT does not save our information? And if we delete the data, does it save elsewhere?
Always keep that in mind that it will
Ashraf?
save. Always, as Aziz also mentioned, don't share your personal information, because though there are option if you use enterprise level chat gpt, like there is, for example, Microsoft Copilot is there, right? Microsoft Copilot says that you have a toggle button to go from enterprise to public. So Microsoft says that if you use the enterprise version, the data will not be shared. But never ever trust anybody. It's like a zero trust policy, and don't share any of your personal information. Once you have prompt anything, 99.9% it will be saved. Okay, and they will be able to track you down. So never ever share any of your bank related information, sensitive data. So you can actually delete the history. Actually, you can go to the prompt and delete the history, but that will only help to, if somebody takes your phone and see the history, they will not be able to see it. But if they really want to get into that, there is a possibility.
Correct. That's true. That's true. Because I mean, the way the machine is designed is that it's being trained with every input you are giving it is being trained with it. So you already have the information. That's the reason why anytime you give any question, whether you open a new query window or whatsoever, it's going to refer to what you put there before. And I mean, you remember when Ashraf gave the prompts that write something about me, do something. It's going to give the list of everything it knows about you. So that is how it is. So more question, please. All right. So while we are waiting for question, we use this opportunity to introduce us to, you guys already know about our school. So we train people to become a professional data analyst. And this is batch 9. We are going to be starting batch 9. I'm posting it. We are going to be starting batch 9 by September. So if you are interested, please feel free to reach out to us and join. This is real. A lot of people, a lot of our students are already working as a professional data analyst, and most of them came in with zero knowledge about IT. And by God's grace, we're able to train them, give them the required skills to become a professional in this skill. So please feel free, share it with your friends. These are the things we teach, everything that will make that is required for them to become a professional data analyst, for them to be able to work, to have the required skills. Once they start the work, we are going to teach them. And we also support, we are not just teaching you, you are joining a community. This training now is part of our community benefit, so our community. So, and it's also free for everyone because we want to ensure that everybody are sensitized about this new thing. This is, before we have industrial, what do we call it? Revolution. Now it is digital revolution. Digital revolution. And the next 2 to 3 years now, we should emphasize what will happen. And what I know personally is that a lot of people are going to lose their job. And even the professionals that do not admire or are keen into this AI can also lose their job because AI will be able to do your jobs. But if you have good experience in prompt engineering, you will be able to use AI, not AI using you. All right. So please, if you still have question, okay, there's a question with Oluwaseyi. Oluwaseyi, please.
One second. I think I have 5 more minutes. Before that, let me just share my screen because one of you asked a question, right? Can you see my screen? Aziz?
Yes, please share your screen. Yes, share your screen.
Yes, I can
Somebody
see
asked a question, right? How we temporarily ask questions. So I just put that as a prompt. So there is a way, but as I said, don't go with this. You can see there is an incognito mode, right? So ChatGPT is giving an answer for this question. How can you ask without the data being saved? So it is saying that go to the incognito mode. Incognito mode is this one, the third button, right? And open ChatGPT and give your and go to settings. Okay, clear. If you go to ChatGPT, where is my ChatGPT? If you go here, go to settings. I think I did not log in. You can go to the settings. You can go to the settings, right? You can go to personalization data control. I think you have to set it as off, right? So delete all chats. So they say all these things, right? So here it says, go to settings, data control, chat history and trainings off. Settings, data control, chat history, delete all chats, right? So you can even export it. So I was because somebody asked me, so I just want to check it. Okay, carry on, please.
All right. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I really appreciate this. And my question is simple. But before my question, I must say that
a
few years ago, when ChatGPT was launched, I don't really understand what it is, and I don't even give it attention. But in the course of my work, I discovered that it is very, very critical for me to scale up. And one thing that I learned while using the basic and intermediate a level is that ChatGPT actually use your history to respond. For example, I work in the construction as a project management professional, and I discovered that when I started using ChatGPT, the kind of response that I got improved day by day because it's using the history of my prompts to give me response to further prompt that I put in. For example, I've been using it for several months now on one project because my prompt is based on a specific project. So when I give it a prompt today, it uses the history for the past few weeks or few months and give me a precise information that I needed. So when I got that and I realized that this is exactly what I've been looking for, and that is what will prompt my question: that is a KZ solution going to have an advanced training for prompt engineering? Then if you are going to have a training for that, I'm interested. And are you going to train us integrating how to use ChatGPT with other AI tools? That would be my question.
What is the
All
last
right.
point?
Thank
I
you
missed
for
that
that
last point.
question.
Sorry.
Yeah, well, please repeat the last question, please.
The last question is that
wait.
is KZ solution going to train us on advanced prompt engineering? And if yes, are you going to integrate? Are you going to teach us the integration of ChatGPT with other AI tools?
I think that question is to Aziz.
Yeah, thank you, Oluwaseyi, for that wonderful question. Prompt engineering actually covers a lot of things. In whichever role, once you are interacting with an AI, you have to have the understanding of prompt engineering, which are what we did today. There are some advanced courses that we can also learn. So this is just, this is a community whereby we see that these are the things that are useful for our people. Then we invite professionals to come and give, explain it to us and for us to have better understanding. So we are not creating it. We are not having a course on prompt engineering, but whatever you have learned, once you start using it, gradually you'll become more professional in it. You understand? So we might not need to go into a course before you understand it. Just start from the basis. So from the basis by yourself. Look at, today now, where a person asks a question about how to use ChatGPT. You have a job description and you want a prompt. You want to create a prompt that will give you question and answer about the job description. And we actually put that into ChatGPT. And ChatGPT brought out the prompt itself. So which means we can even use ChatGPT to learn this thing. The main thing is having the basis understanding that ChatGPT is a machine, and whatever you give into it, it's just like a cluster, different information in different places. So when you are specific about your question, then it's going to go to a cluster that have that answer and give it to you. So that is how it works. Thank you, Oluwaseyi. Hope I'm able to answer your question.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Dele, thank you for always joining our course. Thank you so much. Mr. Dele, please, you have the floor.
Yeah, good afternoon from here. Mr. Shafa, thank you very much for your time, and thank you for coming again. It's always a pleasure, listening to you and learning from you. I just want to get your personal opinion about a particular topic. Recently, I've been seeing different training advertisement, talking about using AI for stock prediction and stock trading. What is your opinion about, using ChatGPT, for example, in predicting the prices of stocks?
Was that to me? I couldn't get the question actually.
I was actually asking about
Mr. Dede, can you please come again so I can?
Yeah, I'm already. I was actually asking about your personal opinion regarding using AI tools for stock trading and predicting stock prices.
Okay, stock prices. See, again, you can use it. You can use ChatGPT to compare the price. How you can also ChatGPT to predict how the stock will go. But end of the day, it's not a stock expert. It's just predicting. It is just giving you the prediction of the next number based on the formula. It could be correct. You can take it as an input for your next stock, but don't take it as the final verdict. right? So it is not like getting a stock, because there are a lot of consultancy who is helping you to get the correct stock, right? So they do thorough investigation, thorough reading, but you can take this ChatGPT to augment those searches. Don't take the final word from ChatGPT and invest in stock and then lose your money, So always take it as a support, but not as a final verdict.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. So one thing I also add to that is, as you know, it depends on the version of the ChatGPT you are using. Some of them, they have the cutoff date, the date the data were trained. It have a cutoff date. Anything you ask after that date, it's not going to give you the correct answer. So with that, it might not be possible to use it to predict stock price, because stock price is the current price, and the cutoff date of the training data will be maybe 2020, 2023 or 2024, depend on the version. All right, so before we close, there's one more thing I want to tell us about Mr. Ashraf. Mr. Ashraf is actually an author. He has several courses on Udemy. One of them is Ragbi. I personally, I went through the course, and it was a very good one. The way he explained it was very in a simple and basic form. He also just published a new course on Power BI on Udemy. So please, we are going to share the slide. In the slide, there is a barcode where you can scan, which will take you directly to the course, and it's going to be joining with that link. It's going to be giving you some discounts. Okay, so please feel free. If you have any question, ask us the question. And please, if you are here to join our community, you can join our community. If you wish to join our community, feel free, let us know. We're going to share you the link. Every month, we are going to be coming like this with different topics, just to make sure that we are up to date. Because there is one wise word that if you are not informed, you will be deformed. So if you are not informed of the new things in technology, we will not know, and it will not pass us by God's grace. So thank you, everyone, once again. Thank you for joining this call. Thank you for always supporting us. Feel free to ask questions anytime, even outside this call. Ask questions, and we're going to get the slide through to you. So I post the registration link. If you are yet to register, please use the registration link to register, so that we can also share the today's slide. We can share it with you through email. So thank you again, once again. Thank you, Mr. Ashraf. Thank you, Mr.
Yeah,
Day.
Ali,
Thank
I
you,
just
everyone.
mentioned the chat, the Power BI course link with the discounted voucher. Okay, so if anybody is interested, because the one which I mentioned in the presentation which I shared with you, that is on how to develop a AI agent. This one is on Power BI. So thanks everyone for attending the session. It was nice talking to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Recording stopped.
Thank you. Good night.
Night.
Good night.
Thank you.